Hello students, this is grade 5 science lesson number 7, which happens to be our last lesson for the topic we have been discussing, which is the state of matter. So the lesson topic is water cycle. Water cycle. So here I have a diagram, and this diagram is showing us the water cycle, and this is the process that we covered last time. The process is called evaporation, and another process here, condensation, because we also covered that last time. And here we have runoff. Runoff is just water moving on the ground. Water moving on the ground is called, that process is called runoff. And the falling down of water from the cloud, which is rainfall, is called precipitation. And when water is going down, is sinking. When water is sinking, the process is infiltration. So infiltration, that's sinking of water, and precipitation, falling down of water from the clouds. And here condensation is changing of water vapor to a liquid, and evaporation is the opposite of condensation, which is the changing of liquid water to water vapor. So let's proceed. So water cycle is the constantly movement of water from the Earth's surface into the air and back again. Remember, let me get this. A cycle is something that doesn't have the beginning and the ending. So this process doesn't have the beginning and also the ending. It is a cycle which is showing movement of water from one place to another, and also it is showing changing of water from one place to another. So water cycle is the constant movement of water from the Earth's surface into the air and back again. Constantly means the process doesn't change, it remains constant. So water is everywhere on Earth. Places we can find water, it's just everywhere. For example, in the atmosphere, which is the sky. So this is the sky, this is the sky, and this is the atmosphere. In short, there is water there, water vapor. And on the surface of the earth, we have the ocean, and also we have the ground, we have the underground, we have the lakes, we have rivers. We'll find water in those places. And we have in the soil, which is underground, and underground we have water, and that water is found there because of infiltration, which is the sinking down of water. And also in living things such as plants and animals, in our bodies we have water, and in the bodies of plants there is water. And also underground, I have already covered that one. And water is also found as ice and snow on the mountains. Like this one is the mountain here, and there is snow falling down on the mountain, and also some eyes there. Of course, you can't see them. So water keeps going round and round in these places. So from here, water goes down to the ocean, and from there it evaporates, going like this, and there it condenses, going like this, and after that it falls down again. So the process keeps on going on. It doesn't have the beginning and also doesn't have the ending. So this is the diagram I was showing you. So in the water cycle, water moves from the land and sea into the air and back again. So this is what I was explaining. Water evaporates from the earth's surface and condenses to form clouds and falls back to the earth as rain, snow, and hails. So without evaporation, these two processes are very, very important as far as water cycle is concerned. Without evaporation and condensation, no rainfall. For rainfall to be there, the liquid water has to the water vapor has to turn back to liquid water and then falls down in form of rain. That's it. And finally, let's look at the importance of water cycle. Water cycle is very, very important in our everyday life. In whatever we do, we need water. For us to be alive, we need water. For plants to be alive, they need water. So the first point is it brings rainfall. Yes. Without water cycle, no rainfall. Because in the water cycle, we have so many processes that are taking place. So without those processes, no rainfall. It cools down plants and animals. It cools down plants and animals. That's it. Cooling down comes when evaporation is taking place and also when plants are losing water. When plants are losing water, it's like they are cooling themselves down. Even when animals are losing water, it's like they are cooling themselves, right? And also it dries plants and animals. So this process, water cycle, since there is evaporation there, evaporation dries plants and animals because it's like there is a removal of water from their bodies. Not just only plants and animals, and also some other things like clothes and clothes. It's just a good example. And lastly is it makes water available in all areas such as lakes and rivers. It makes water available in all areas such as lakes and rivers. So that makes the end of our lesson and also the end of the topic. So if you have questions, please ask. And in our last period, I'm gonna give you the questions for you to answer. So please make sure you answer all the questions accordingly. Have a wonderful day. Thank you very much. Stop.